Hello, are you ready for Christmas cookies from Germany? It's about time. Next weekend is Advent 1st, and we decided to start today our Christmas cookies series. And we are all set up. I have my crystals, my snow crystals on. I have my Grinch shirt. Eddie has her princess hat. And to my German folks, I have to say, the Advent time, the pre-Christmas time here is party. It's not as quiet and peaceful like in Germany. Both kind of pre-Christmas times are very beautiful, but I really like the kind of like childlike joy people have here. They wear hats to work, and everybody's singing, is in better mood. And our neighbor already turned on the Christmas lights yesterday. He beat us this year. It's like, oh my God, the door opens and everything is full of lights. It's just a joyful, a cheerful time, and I really enjoy it in the United States. So what we make today is a German recipe, Zimtsterne. I like that recipe because it's gluten-free, so if you have guests that cannot eat gluten, that's one to make. And as always, I have the recipe on the below the video on my info, so you don't have to write it up now. Okay, just watch what we're doing. First, we already pre-worked a little as usual. I made, chickpeas, garbanzo beans. I took the liquid, not the beans. I took the liquid, put it here, and with a hand mixer, I whipped it up. It's kind of like egg whites. It works like egg whites. And here we have our almond flour and cinnamon, salt. And here we have confectionary sugar, powdered sugar, and lemon juice. And Eddie already grated our Meyer lemon from outside in the garden, and that's also in there. Look, it's nice colors too. So first what we do, we get a little colander. Can you hold that, Eddie? And we sift the sugar into our whoopie. And we do this not all together. We make it slow. One piece after the other. Hold it a little higher that I can. Yeah. Okay. You can with one hand go in there. Go in with one hand. And just, yeah, put it like this, okay? And I fold it in the aquafaba, that's what it called. The liquid in the chickpeas is called aquafaba. Can you tell you a funny story? When I started the whole plant-based lifestyle, I wanted to follow a recipe that called for chickpeas. So I was shopping with my husband and said, I need a can of chickpeas. And he, careful Eddie, just put it through the...
I'm trying. My hand's getting tired.
And he said, oh, he brought a can of garbanzo beans. And I was already, I want chickpeas, I don't want garbanzo beans, I told you already. And he said, it's the same thing. He's from Texas, okay, he knows, but I said, if the recipe says chickpeas, I want chickpeas. So I made him drive through all the supermarkets until we finally found a can that says chickpeas, and it also said garbanzo beans. And ever since then, when I said I need chickpeas, he looks at me and says, garbanzo. So I will have to live with that for the rest of my life, I guess. He's gloating. Anyway, so we put the sugar in. Sift it through the colander, so we don't want all these bubbles in. And all right, okay, you can wash your hands right now if you want. And I fold it under. See, and when we're done, we will keep. That sugar in there really good.
I want to stir it.
When we are done, I will keep a 1/3 cup full for later Stirred, huh?
Yeah.
For later for the glaze.
What is it? Is this glaze?
Hmm?
What is this supposed to become?
For the glaze, when we glaze the cookies later.
Ah.
Okay, so let's put that in here.
Can I stir?
Let me just clean. You can stir a little, yeah. Okay, got it?
I want to stir.
Put that in there too. Don't stir too fast. So just fold it like this, like you fold it.
Oh.
You don't. Otherwise, the whoopie goes liquid. We don't want that. The egg white. Okay. Now we take that stuff we put in here. Let me just.
This looks good.
This is salt, cinnamon, and almond flour. And I just this is like our dry ingredients. And I just mix that in the bowl before I put it in the liquid. Again, we put not everything at once. Can you hold the bowl? Thanks. That will work. It helps me a lot. Eddie is my helper. Santa's helper. She actually didn't tell you, she once was a finalist in the Future Chef show here, a regional finalist, and she did really good.
I came in fourth in burritos.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Okay. Almost there.
Looks like we just put breadcrumbs in.
It's like breadcrumbs, so it's almond flour.
Mmm.
I saw it in Germany done half almond, half hazelnut flour, but I couldn't find hazelnuts here. Probably Whole Foods will have one, or but I hadn't time to shop today, so I just took what I had in the kitchen, and that was almond flour, and I made them before just with almond flour, not with anything else. I think we need a little bit more. Okay, we got that one preserved. We got our lemon juice. Let's put a little bit more almond flour in. This has to be thicker. Okay. Let me just do it. You can prepare. What we do later is we put it in. Put that over here. We put it in plastic and let it cool a little, and then we make our Zimtsterne. I had a little bit more egg white than this is why I need more almond flour now. If you wanna, I put the recipe down. You know, I just wanted to use all the aquafaba, not egg white, because I didn't want to throw it away. This is, I don't like wasting stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna need
Okay.
one.
No, I think that's enough. It's perfect.
You don't have to buy more.
Yeah, it's perfect now. You can always put, if it would be too liquid, you can always put a little chickpea flour in it. I have that too. And it doesn't have the taste of chickpeas, by the way. If you are afraid of that, it really doesn't. It's completely neutral, that aquafaba, but it's perfect. Perfect to bake Zimtsterne. Okay, I get the plastic. All right, and then we see you again. I have to cool that about 10 to 15 minutes. Then we see you again for making the dough. Okay. how it's supposed to be. Throw it in, throw it in.
Oh God.
Okay. Just wrap it around, put it on a plate, and let it cool. It gets stiffer. Okay, see you later. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only hippopotamus will do. I don't want a doll, no hinky-tinky toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. Okay, here is the dough. We put it out of the refrigerator. We had it in there 45 minutes. So the reason, you remember when I put it in, it was a little it wasn't firm enough, so we added a little bit more almond flour. But I will put the right measurements in my info. The reason why I had not enough in there was I took the can aquafaba, I took the liquid out, and I counted it as 1 egg white, and it was probably a little bit more, so we needed a little bit more almond flour. But that's not a big deal. So what we have now, we have wax paper here, and I put confectionary sugar, cinnamon, and a little bit of Florida Crystal organic sugar on it. We take the dough. I don't know if should we put the whole thing or just half?
If you want to put the whole thing.
Yeah, let's put the whole thing. Okay, hold on. And then we put another wax paper. Put a little bit sugar on top.
Yes, so much sugar.
Yeah, this is not for losing weight, this recipe. It's gluten-free, but and it's something you can eat 1 or 2 if you are vegan, whole plant-based, but you shouldn't eat these handful-wise if you want to lose weight, or like me, if you have reversed diabetes. Just use your common sense, maybe. So I roll this dough out about half an inch, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
Poking out, do you notice that?
Okay. So, and with the wax paper on top, it just works perfect. And then you don't have to it's not so sticky. The dough is a little sticky, so it's not easy to work with it. But that's how a Zimtsterne should be. You see the dough? Yeah. Maybe I should put the thing a little bit more. Okay, is it better this way? Yeah. Let's put that on over here. Over here, huh? Yeah, now you see it. Okay, now we have stars. Oh, I have 2 here. We have 2 stars. You take the sharp side.
Yes.
And leave as less room between as possible, because as more room you leave in between, as more often we have to knead the dough, and as more you knead the dough, is more sticky it gets. Okay. So I hope. See, this is what I like when it stays in there, because then it's very easy to put it on our silicone baking sheet. Yeah, just put it on. All right. Next one. Work? Yeah, just push it out.
I'm trying not to break it.
Alrighty. Perfect. So this is what we do right now. And so every week, probably 3 weekends, we will make Christmas cookies for you. Now we have vanilla loaves, vanilla Kipfel. These are Zimtsterne, and then I will probably make Spitzbuben. These are German cookies with marmalade in it, and I don't know how you translate that in English. Spitzbuben, like criminals, bad hombres. I don't know. It's you know, this is the name of that cookie. I don't know any other name. It's also with nuts. So this is kind of the recipes we want to make, and hope you will have fun with it. Next Sunday is the first Advent, so we will have a nice little wreath on the table and 4 candles, and every Sunday we will light an additional candle until all 4 are lit. And it's kind of a German tradition.
Yeah. It's sticky.
Alright, so we are making our way here. Takes a little. The oven is at 325, so heat the oven at 325, and we will put the glaze on and then put the cinnamon stars in for about 20 to 25 minutes. You do not want to put it in too long, they get dry and hard. So when we put them out, they are still dewy. They're a little dry on the edges, but the cinnamon star will be chewy, and it has to be cool off before it gets the right consistency. So do not make the mistake. A lot of people may think they're not in there long enough because they're still soft, but don't make the mistake. And don't put them in longer than 25 minutes. I probably put my one out at 20 minutes at 325 Fahrenheit. Okay, if you want to keep cutting here, I will fix the glaze. This is a little bit lemon juice and the 1/3 cup of whipped aquafaba with the confectionary sugar. Remember, we put a 1/3 cup aside. So what we do is we mix that here in a bowl. Then I take the mix. It's hard to see because it's a white bowl, but it's like aquafaba and lemon juice, and I
Do you think we're gonna have enough?
put it onto the stars, and I can show you. Just have to do another thing, you know. See that? So I put it onto the stars before we bake them. See that? That's what I'm doing right now.
Does it
Okay?
harden on the stars?
It's nice and white, so it's gonna be really. It looks really cute. I like the cinnamon stars on the plate. When you have a plate of different Christmas cookie for the coffee, they always look one of the nicest ones.
Do we have enough on there?
Hmm?
Do you have enough? Do you have enough room?
Let's put one here. I have room here for one more. Like here, put one here. Put one here.
Right here?
No, don't leave so much space. Yeah. So it's less space you leave, is more we can go. They're not getting so much bigger. They stay like they are, you know.
There?
In the size. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think you can make one more. You get one more in. Then we just start a second cookie sheet until this one is in the oven. And so we can put that one in now. Okay, okay.
Got messed up a little.
So
I can
put that here. All right. Okay, this is our Zimtsterne, and they go in the oven now. 20 minutes at 325, and then we look at them and I come back when they are out of the oven. Stay tuned. Alright, we are back. Here are the Zimtsterne, the cinnamon stars. We just took them out of the oven. So I left them in 22 minutes and they are perfect. Now I let them cool a little bit on my silicone mat. So you don't have to grease anything when you use that mat. You can also use parchment paper with those stars, so that will be working too. We have another whole batch to make, but we would like to see you next Sunday when we do another round of Christmas cookies. So I hope you will join the Tater Cowgirls for next Sunday for another show. High five, Junior Tater Cowgirl. That was good, and I wish you a great Sunday. Bye.